All right, everybody, there was the bell. Let's see how that market is doing today. Disney just touched $80. Just got the alert coming through. Uh-oh, not good whenever you see Disney running down into $80 even. Woo! DIS touched $80. What are we going to do now? Pretty rough to see Disney down this low. They have not been this low in a long time. I've been eyeing that level up as a nice support area, so maybe they'll get a bounce here, but I don't know. You know, with Disney lately, I would not be betting on them to the upside, so just be a little careful with that one, but the alert did come through. SPY ran down to 414 yesterday, or I should say this morning in pre-market, and now we're roaring right back to the upside. Now, it's not like the market is really recovering up anything too crazy, right? We're just really recovering up into the area that it closed yesterday. So don't think that there's a major uptrend or anything like that going on yet. It's just a slight pullback, of course. And maybe expect some pullbacks today. You know, the past couple days have been pretty damn bloody, you know? So whenever you get that big of bloody days, always be ready for some slight pops back up. Now, of course, I'll be just watching and waiting, hoping that we get some good moves down. But it looks like even like AMD here at market open, which was amazing to the downside yesterday, is recovering up into those levels that it was at around lunchtime yesterday. So keep your eyes on these stocks as they continue to recover here. I will 100% though be leaning to the downside still overall the next couple weeks. It's just today you might see that slight pop back up, and I think that's kind of what we're seeing here at market open. Now, the overall market, of course, is just a little bit flat, but a lot of individual stocks are getting that green, like even Nvidia. You know, pretty nice move back up off of lows around 410 this morning. I was almost going to say lower lows, but 410 looking pretty good here. Good support on Nvidia. Okay. AMD. How's Meta today? Ooh, Meta's kind of continuing to the downside here at open. A lot of red candles coming in. I know this is going to piss off a lot of those call players yesterday. I know there was a lot of players out there looking for calls on Meta, and you know, I sure hope you guys didn't get hit too hard if you did trade it. That's all I'll say. Just hope you didn't get too hard on it. Tesla upside, really? Tesla to the upside, Lisa. Let's see. Beautiful, 214.50. Tesla looks pretty good. It almost recovered up all the way now from yesterday, honestly. If they get up to like 216, they'll pretty much have exhausted that whole move from yesterday. So what a move here, Tesla. Whoa. ALGN has some options that are up 1,000% post earnings. Look at this baby fall off the face of the earth. ALGN, Align Technologies, all the way down to under $200 a share now. Pretty insane on those. Palantir ripping to the upside. I like it, Tangy. Gotta love Palantir here. Let's bring up the watch list on the left side of the screen. Wow, XPEV is leading the way up. Rocket Lab. XPEV, okay. A China stock. What about Baba? Ooh. Baba's doing pretty good today. 82.20. Nice. I always like Baba. Baba's a fun stock to trade. It's not my favorite because it's a China stock, but it's still a good one. Gets some great movement every now and again. General Motors reported earnings earlier this week. Guess who reports tonight? Ford Motor Company reports tonight. If we look at the earnings calendar. Oh, I lied. They don't report tonight. Hold on. Maybe it was last week Ford reported. Let's see. Oh, do I got to go to the daily chart? Let's see. It'll tell me here. I could have sworn that they were reporting this week. They are, right? Was it this morning? It says they report today, but I don't see them on my... Oh, there they are. I was blind. I'm blind, guys. It was right under Intel on Thursday. My bad. I'm blind. But yeah, Amazon, Enphase, Intel, Ford, all reporting tonight. Even X or US Steel is reporting. I think X is kind of interesting here. It's a steel company. They're going to deal with metals. They've been doing very well on the daily chart, holding up extremely well here. I'm not sure that they'll necessarily run up to new highs, but I'm pretty happy with the earnings coming up. You know, it's coming up at a time when metals are a little bit higher, and that makes me pretty happy here with X. Also, the big money play from the other night's video. I know a lot of you guys are following it. NEM. NEM is having a good recovery today. I'm glad to see that. Coming back up with earnings very well. Yeah, that's nice to see. 37.83, beautiful move back. Classified said, how did the GDP come out? Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. Get that economic calendar up. So GDP came in at 4.9%, guys. Quarter over quarter. That's pretty insane. Wow. I mean, it looks like they came in pretty damn good, to be honest. Way higher than the consensus in the forecast. Damn. Pretty good, guys. In 2022, we were having very bad GDP numbers quarter over quarter, so see it coming in here like this is not bad at all. Good growth. Now, keep in mind, some people contemplate that the GDP numbers are not legit. You know, the feds can kind of fudge the numbers a little bit, people say. So, you know, I want to keep that in everybody's minds that while it is good, you never know how the feds are trying to fudge things or etc. Initial jobless claims came in slightly high, which is good, I guess. Means more people are filing the jobless claims, which is good. So that might make Powell less likely to raise rates. That's good, at least. Let's actually go look at the FedWatch CME tool. Or the CME FedWatch tool, I should say. These percentages for a hike are still very, very low. They've been under 50% on most of these for a long time. I haven't really seen them get higher than 49%. But yeah, right now, very low. The market is definitely not pricing in a rate hike this year. It's pricing in a pause. Now, a lot of people think that there still could be a hike, and a lot of people think that there could be easing. So it's kind of like you got two very polar opposites in the spectrum here. And this is analysts, this is just normal traders talking. It's just, you know, everybody trying to figure out what's going on with the market. I feel like there's just polar opposites right now. Like, are we going to get a rate hike? Are we going to get a pause? Are we going to get easing? Like, it's just, I feel like people are so mixed on this. And, you know, if you're brand new, of course, it's going to be very, very confusing. But I feel like as for more experienced traders, I feel like that, you know, you should kind of start trusting, I think, this watch tool a little bit more. You know, usually this watch tool is right. Sure, sometimes there might be a hike whenever they're not pricing one in. But for the majority of what I've seen over the past couple of years, this watch tool is very accurate. Very accurate. Sometimes the feds would say pause, and then this would say hike, and then there'd actually be a hike or something. Like, so, you know, that's just one scenario. There was a lot over the past couple of years, but. All right, SPY coming to the downside here. Big red candles, 416.15. Pretty bad drop back off here. Good to see. Meta continuing down. Watch that move below the low of after hours yesterday. Watch 284 support. That's going to be a crucial area here on our friends at Meta. You can just see that double bottom. Drawing some arrows at it now. Pretty sick there. If that breaks, watch for the floodgates to open. We've been waiting for Meta to move down for a long time, and it is pretty hard. Amazon should beat today. Send the link to that, please. Are you talking about the FedWatch tool? I'll send it all day. Here you go, Kevin. If you go on Google, it's just CME FedWatch tool. Or just FedWatch tool. Will usually get you where you want. It's actually really cool. Really cool. looking at the market right now, how many of you guys think that we're going to have a major sell-off come in this year? I'm going to make a poll. Make a poll. Will there be a major sell-off coming in the next, we'll just say in the next, like, 3 months, right? Making the poll here. We'll say consolidation. All right, vote up in the poll, guys. Throwing out a little poll. Will there be a major sell-off coming in the next 3 months? You can vote yes. You can vote sell-off, but might take more time, as in maybe longer than 3 months. Consolidation. Stocks move up even. So there's a few different answers there. I'm curious to see where you guys are going on this one. Watch that support on Meta. Hey, Purdy, I got you on SPY here. So SPY moved down a lot today. Major support right around 414.50 to 414.80. I really like that 30-cent range. It's hard to say because of how the stock moved in pre-market, but I love that. The resistance overhead, though, is pretty easy to find here. It's right at 417. You can see that's right where it hit. That's the perfect low from yesterday, and that's the perfect high so far this morning. So I love to see that level, and it even bounced there in pre-market a little bit too. So cool to see with SPY. Glad to see it recovering and doing pretty well here. Pretty good day so far for SPY. I'd prefer it to go down, but right now it's continuing to just move up ever so slightly. If we're looking for support under this area, though, we got to go back quite a ways and look at why I have this area that I have here around 414 to 414.50 is major support. Look at all of these wick touches. Yes, wick touches. Don't come at me. Right here. Back in 2023, back in May, April, February, even the end of 2022, there were bounces right around this key support on the SPY. And the SPY had a lot of trouble breaking this range for a while. I mean, it was just stuck and flat for April all the way to the end of May. So that's like 2 months of just flatness until it finally got that big breakout coming. Now it's been slowly but surely selling off, and we're right at that support again. Pretty big area, though. So the SPY could continue to bounce here. Huge area of support. I mean, I would think that it would take at least a couple of days to break below here. I wouldn't think that we just sell off and crash down. It can definitely happen, but I'm not looking for that. But hell yeah, guys, if you see any stocks out there that you're watching this morning that you want me to specifically cover, let me know. I'm going to get into some of my usual players, though. Palantir, starting to recover up pretty good. It's been very volatile morning for them. Up and down, the stock has been moving all over the place. DraftKings, down to 26.40. DraftKings is having a pretty bad move here in the short term. Go look at the trend line that they were on. Starting to break down, that's for sure. Not looking good at all. If you're out there and you've been watching the live streams and you've been following Stocked Up for a while, you would know that we are big fans of DraftKings. We love DraftKings, especially for the long term. DraftKings is fantastic. So watching DraftKings here, as it starts to fall down, it's going to be important to do a couple things. Number one, if you're into shares and you've been buying recently, you need to average in. You need to start to pick out a few spots, maybe like $22 as a nice spot to start to average in some more at. Maybe less, maybe 15, maybe 17, maybe 11. I mean, if the stock goes down that far, I might cry, But it'll still be a good spot to average in for the longer term. DraftKings is actually looking to be profitable, and next year is supposed to be their first overall profitable year. So that's great. They're supposed to hit profitability by the end of this year. And I think they might have already done that. But looking at them as a company, next year should be a great year for the DraftKings. So I'm just, if you're a longer term player out there, I'm talking about this one a little bit more today because as it starts to fall, as it breaks under this trend, it's going to be scary. You're going to see a big loss come in, but I'll say this, if you average in, if you let it go for the longer term, next year is supposed to be their best year yet as a company. That doesn't necessarily mean the stock's going to run up, but whenever they have the best year yet, it might be pretty good. So let's hope that they can at least get some good movement next year. It'll probably be down heading into that year though. SPY definitely moving down again here. That daily looks rough. Intraday starting to hit off resistance at 417 and come down again. So 417 is kind of hard to break. I think today is going to be a nice chop fest. I really have a feeling it's going to be a really big chop fest, That's the big thing. Yeah, I've been liking a lot of this movement down, though, lately. It's been pretty fire. AMZN really falling off now. Oh, my gosh. Wow. What do you know about Chop? Exactly. That's one of the best scenes I think ever. I would totally play it today, but that scene always gets me in trouble with the YouTube, so can't do it, but... Not a good day for SPY 0 DTEs. It might be a good day for SPY 0 DTEs. It just, you're going to have good timing, right? Like, if the stock hits 417, it might be time to enter puts, and then you'd want to sell out really quick as it hits 416 or something, but I don't know. I feel like the 0 DTEs could still have some good moves today if you're truly scalping it. And that means, like, truly scalping, right? Like getting in and out within like 5 to 15 minutes, stuff like that. But always headline Bloomberg, U.S. economy grows at fastest pace since 2021. Exactly, Jason. But that's not the biggest thing in the world, right? Like, just because they say that, it's the fastest since 2021, that's just U.S. GDP, okay? That's the gross domestic product. That doesn't necessarily mean that the overall economy is exploding, right? Now, it says a measure of all goods and services produced, right? Like, sure. But think about this, guys. Like, imagine it this way. Imagine, like, you see inflation, right? Let's say inflation flies up, okay? I mean, wouldn't you think that it would make sense for GDP to go up too? Like, it just... I feel like that happens. And look, it says sharp increase due to contribution from consumer spending, increased inventories, exports, government spending. So they're looking like consumers are still spending pretty well here. which is good. So, you know, it looks like the average person out there right now is probably still fine. You know, like, I know that there's a lot of people hurting out there. There's a lot of people under economic distress. But at the same time, there's a lot of people out there who, they might not be doing fine, but at least they're getting by, right? Like, after they pay rent, after they get groceries, after they pay for their car, after they pay for their kids, after they pay for their insurance. You know, there's still many people that are hurting, but I think the majority of people are still doing okay right now. Now, these higher prices are hurting people, I believe, but like, you still see people buying new cars or getting new vehicles and stuff. You still see people going and buying Louis bags. You still, you know, and these aren't necessarily rich people. You see people spending way too much on Christmas shit, you know, or taking lavish vacations when they don't have the money to, really. You know, it's people are still spending. That's what I'm getting down to. And maybe that'll be good for Amazon, actually. That could be fantastic. Hopefully that's good news for them. I would love it if they did great and they said consumers were still spending. That would be good for them. Very interesting with the GDP number this morning. But like I said, some people also say that the GDP numbers are fudged, like that the feds can manipulate them and etc. So keep that in mind too. Some people might contemplate that the number is, you know, fake. Not fake, but definitely not legit to the number. Someone said, Chop, I wanted to trade Amazon, but options are high. Yeah, they usually are on Amazon. Yeah, and you know, heading into earnings, there's probably IV exploding right now. But it looks like Amazon's kind of tanking down into the earnings, which is interesting. So I'm kind of surprised. Maybe they'll expect consumers to do worse, but Meta broke the low of yesterday, guys, just a couple minutes ago, getting a pretty bad move. Look at this here, down to 280. Great move below that low. Hopefully it can keep going and get a bigger sell-off below 280 and a nice continuation. But wow, what a good break of that support there. Let's go. Uh-oh. Greta's pissed.
How dare you?
Oh, no. She doesn't like that Meta's going down. She likes Meta. Oh, no. Sorry, Greta, but we're trading the puts today. Getting those puts. Yeah, that SPY is starting to trade lower as well into the middle of its range from this morning. How are the banks? It's been a little while since I've checked in on these bad boys. Citigroup, Bank of America. Wow, Bank of America's having quite the day, actually. I'll say that. Pretty good day for them. JP Morgan. Okay, these banks are trending up pretty well. Huh. That's actually pretty interesting. Banks are doing good. Is Citigroup going to be coming back from the dead? Whoa, Citigroup's bouncing off major support as well. Ooh, this could be a good one, guys. Look at this support on Citigroup here. We have a bounce here now. We had one bounce come in 2020. Of course, in 2020, it got a little bit lower, but that was generally the low there. I'll count that as the low. And then we had another perfect bounce there in 2016. Another perfect bounce again in 2012. I mean, is this support big enough or is it big enough? Like, it literally has touches on it from 2012. And now we have Citigroup starting to uptrend here right perfectly off of it. Is this magic? Is it the GDP numbers? Or is it just that there's buyers coming in on support? I would definitely keep these stocks on the radar for the next few days. For a swing, I don't know. Not bad. I mean, honestly. For real. Not bad. Oh, no. What about Bank of America? Okay. Maybe Bank of America would be a little better. Or JP Morgan. It's hard to say JP Morgan without getting into a British voice for me. Why are the options that are... The options chains for these banks are terrible, guys. Just like... The November chain's fine. Like, there's a lot of volume there. You know, it looks good. Well, actually, there's not a lot of volume. But there's a lot of open interest. Man, these banks suck as far as the options chain. Like, Citigroup's December chain is terrible. Just straight up dog crap, I guess I would say. Not my favorite, but... Not my least favorite either, though. Not bad, it just isn't great. Five-minute chart of these banks. I mean, they're so oversold short term. The major area of contention that we're at. I also don't like how cheap the options are. That scares me. The cheapness worries me on these. Too bad for the banks, huh? What about Goldman Sachs? How do they look? Maybe they'll have better options. They definitely do. They definitely do. They're not necessarily better, but they're better priced, I'll say that. A little bit more expensive because the stock is $300, but I would say Citigroup's better. It's hard, though. I don't like that chain. I'm not a big fan of the chain on there. Thanks. Shares would probably be the way, honestly. But it sucks to only take like a 5 or 10% gain on that. Definitely a major support. It's broken the support a few times, though, so that does worry me, too. All right, getting back over to the SPY today. Everyone's probably like, fuck these banks, Tom. Go talk about SPY. SPY falling off. What is this song, Kevin said? Yeah. Some of them get pretty wild. Or not wild, they just, you know, the beat sounds funny. Hopefully he wasn't saying anything crazy, though. What's up? I am Mike Doe. What about Boeing? All right, Boeing here. You know, Boeing is a nice double bottom around 176. I was definitely looking for them to fall down. If they break 176, I love it to the downside. I don't really like trading them up right now, though. Not a big fan at all. Not a big fan. Hey, SMSM, I like it. Meta puts. Yeah, you know, I like meta puts today. I think they're pretty fire still. Look at this. It came back up to retest resistance, and then now it's coming back down. Pretty good looking so far. Nice. Sean fired some C shares. Beautiful, Sean. That's actually great. Right on support. Good shit, Sean. What's this? Meta on pace for largest percent decrease since December 2022. Okay, well, that's not very significant to me, but I guess it's a good stat, but whatever. I'd rather it be the biggest move since like 2020 or something. That would be good. Be a little bit better. Reminds me of Ghost Main. Yeah, Kevin, it is kind of like that. Oh, what was that one called? What's the one music? I think Purdy or somebody kept wanting me to look at it one time. It was like egg stuff or something. Let me see if I can find it here. See if I find this. Nope. Forget what they call it. Those songs are pretty good. It's hard to find music that is not gonna get me kicked off YouTube, you know? It's so dumb how, like, how they are with it. FNGU, let's see. Wow, coming down hard. MicroStrategy, Fang, 3x leverage. That 3x leverage is hitting it. I can tell. Wow. That's pretty crazy there. Fang. How can Fang even be a thing anymore? Because Facebook is turned into Meta. It's more like Mang. Mang now. The F in there is for Facebook, right? SPY going for pre-market low, then should move up. Let's see. Yeah, I could see that happening. If it just doesn't sell off. I mean, so far, this is still a pretty vindictive of a sell-off. Yeah, this chop is getting pretty wild, though. A lot of up and down movement. Especially in market open, that chop at the beginning was pretty bad. Pretty rough there. Daily Bread. That's the one, Purdy. That's the one. We'll play some Daily Bread. They had some pretty good ones. There was one of them that I actually like really, really liked. We're going to listen to one called Electric Forest. No. They call it bread and breakfast. Bread and breakfast. That's weird to say. I like this music a little bit better. That's it, Daily Bread. I gotta add it to the playlist. But, looking at that market again, QQQ, having a pretty good move to the downside, bouncing off support from pre-market. I feel like this is actually more defined than the SPY. If it breaks here at like 346, watch yourselves. I think we could see a significant sell-off come in. This selling just seems like it's non-stop lately, guys. Like the floodgates are starting to open. Like straight up starting to open here. It's getting wild. Look at Tessie. This is one of the more bearish intraday moves that I've seen in a while. Like this type of setup is what I call turning over and sliding off. Okay, it's starting to get into that slide off type of pattern. Pretty terrible here.
Okay, well, the first thing we're going to do, guys, I just want to get everybody's heart started.
Wow. They all these tech stocks ran up into market open. They exploded. Even Tesla exploded at open for a minute and then just came roaring back. SPY is consolidating on support, though, which is good.
Welcome to Bread and Breakfast.
Late night radio, Daily Bread.
Got the Daily Bread going. Sounds awesome. I wish they made more music, this guy did. All right, Boeing starting to actually come back up today. Interesting. Delta Airlines, American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, all not really doing anything. Boeing coming up pretty well, though. Take that movement. How are the defense stocks? Lockheed Martin, RTX. Not really doing anything. LHX. NOC. General Dynamics or GD. Not really doing much for defense today. Let's get that watch list back up. Leading the way. Rocket Lab, AI, Blink, Enphase, XPEV. Wow. A growth stock type of day. Who would have guessed? AI having quite the move, actually. I believe they have earnings soon. Nope, I'm wrong. Nope, they have earnings next on December 7th. Okay. Yeah, defense down. Not doing the best. Corn is trending on Wall Street Bets. What? Corn. Is it really? I haven't been on Wall Street Bets in a long time. Long time. We need a good stock with an O so we can invest in mango. I don't know what that means, but... Play is bed and breakfast mix number 2. Oh, there's a whole bunch. I see this one's 5. Cool, okay. I'll have to get the other one tomorrow, but... I've been trying to find some good music for it, so... As long as there's no copyright, I'll take this. This sounds like some Halloween shit, to be honest with you. I'm kind of getting like some Halloween vibes. Pretty good for the time of year. Halloween's just this next Tuesday. For anyone who didn't realize that. It actually sucks. I got to go to the dentist that day. I was like, are you serious? I got to go to the dentist on the day of Halloween and I have to get a filling done on Halloween. Like, what the hell? I was like, well, I'm not eating candy that day, I guess. I found some bullshit. I have to also get my wisdom teeth out. Sucks. Gotta get my wisdom teeth removed. Terrible. I was trying to go my whole life without it, but... Nope, apparently I can't. Boeing coming to the upside. I've never been put under for anything, so that'll be the only time I've ever been put under for something is that. And I'll tell you what, I am not happy about it. Not happy. Meta, Apple, Netflix, Google, O'Reilly's. That's actually not bad, Sloshy. I see what you're saying now. Now I see what you mean. That's pretty good, Sloshy. Mango. You know, that's not bad. The mango stocks. Not a bad idea. O'Reilly's, or you could do Reality Income. The REIT. Oh. Why is that REIT doing so good? Uh-oh, XHB's probably doing good, no? Alright. Take that. Cool, his stuff's on SoundCloud, okay. Levels to look at for recovery, for sure, Carlo. Looking at the SPY today, anywhere here within this range that I'm circling are areas to watch for a possible recovery. Whether you're looking at 414.60 or 414.50 or 414.40, like that 30-cent range here is very important. Big supports here from pre-market. So if the stock market starts to bounce here and we start to see a lot of stocks move up, this might be a spot that the SPY starts to recover at here today. But the selling recently has been very, very exuberant. So just keep that in mind. It's been very exuberant. It's been hard to trade. Especially on like a reversal like that, right? Like it's been great to follow the SPY down like yesterday on a big red day. fantastic. You know, there were lots of opportunities. AMD was selling. AMD was, I think, one of the funnest plays in a while here. But the SPY itself was a little bit more choppy. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a little harder. That'll probably be the case again today. We'll probably bounce off this lower support, come back up a little bit, and then eventually sell over. I'm definitely looking for that sell-off or move back over, though, as the day goes, rather than a move back up. I don't really want to try to go against the grain right now. You know, don't go against the grain. I really am a fan of just following where that momentum is. Boeing is going against the grain, though. Look at those earnings for tonight. Amazon, Enphase, Intel, Ford. Pretty big. This morning, UPS. I didn't even check them yet. How did they look? Okay, down a little bit. Maybe their union contract fucked them. That's one of the big things there with UPS is that union contract that they just signed is it's gonna screw UPS up, guys, in the short term. Look at how bad this sell-off has been on UPS. I mean, screw the earnings. I mean, it was breaking support anyways. It was looking pretty rough even before the earnings came in, so. It was kind of like Tesla. You know, it was bouncing off major trend lines, running down. Now it's looking even worse. Starting to break that lower trend line now. Looking awful. Look at the hourly on it. The trend line lines up perfectly on the hourly. I'll draw some arrows here for anyone who hasn't been following this Tesla trend. This is the trend that we were seeing. Nice uptrend going on, but recently that trend broke. That trend broke, and now we're looking to catch some movement to the downside. We already caught some, but I feel like it could go lower than 200 even. It could. 200 will be a big area, though. I don't think I would trade it down too much until it gets under 200. All right, let's get back to the SPY. Let's go check in on the big boys here today. Apple, Microsoft. Wow, running down looks just like the SPY on Apple. Microsoft looks brutal. Giving back all their earnings gains now. Meta cannot break 282. Meta calls, you know, Meta calls, I kind of like them today. Just for today, though, you know. But you just have to eye it up at that low of day, you know. It's hard. It's a hard, you're going against a big trend here to the downside. I'll say this. If you're a person who trades dip buys, if you're a dip buyer out there, and no, I'm not talking about Copenhagen or Grizzly. No, I'm talking about in stocks. Good dip buys back to the upside. If you're a dip buyer out there, 280 is a pretty big level here on Meta, okay? If you're somebody who buys up dips, this might be a good opportunity. If you're somebody who follows the trends to the downside and you're more of like a, we'll say, momentum follower, I would wait for that low of day to break and then try to trade it down rather than trying to trade it back up. Because as this stock comes up, it's going to be hitting a lot of resistances and etc. And you know that a lot of dip buyers who are used to that price action will be good with that. But for a lot of traders out there, they might see a hit on resistance, run back down to support, and then get real freaked out. So just kind of want to go over that price action there a little bit for you. Try to help you out a little bit. This song's interesting. NVIDIA, support and resistance. Oxycodone was great after my wisdom teeth. You know, I've heard about that, Sean, and I'll be honest, I have too much of an addictive personality to really want an oxycodone, man. I don't know what it feels like to be on that stuff, and I'll be honest, I do not have the personality to be getting onto that. I don't think I would, you know, become some idiot who pops them every day. But it does, I just don't even want to feel what it feels like to be on it, you know? I don't even want to know. The dip jokes have me wanting some chips. Man, I want some chips. Chips sound great right now, man. I have some jalapeno crunchers out in the kitchen. I do need to heat up some food, though. I'm getting hungry today. My stomach has been growling ever since the stream started. BTG, January 2025, $3 cash puts, playing 50 bucks right now. BTG, a 17 strike. Oh, $3 strike, I see. I'll tell you what, Tangy, I like that play a lot, Tangy. BTG, 17th of January. The only problem is that it's out to 2025, but that's one negative on it, but I wish you were telling me that was like January of this year, you know, then I would be really happy, but it is a cheap stock though, very cheap, so I get it. $50 makes up for a lot of that stock.
Cooking a little something up.
My wisdom teeth took 6 hours to extract. Then I got a huge infection a month later and almost died. All right. Well, I'm not getting mine out for a while, it sounds like. You're scaring me, Tangy. I don't want 6-hour extractions. That's... what the hell? How long do they usually take? Hopefully they usually take like 20 minutes. Yeah, Nevin, yes. I actually did check ALGN earlier. It had a big move down. It was crazy. We were actually watching this one last night in Discord, too. It was one of the craziest. Tangy said the return on investment is massive for effort. That's true, but we got to keep this in mind. It's also a long, long way away. And I feel like that there's other stocks and other sectors and etc. that would be a little bit better for this. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting at. But I do like the play. It's just a long time. Now, the percentage of, like, the return on capital is great. You know, that's awesome. It's just a long time on that one for such a cheap stock. Because let's just say this, like, if the stock does, by 2025, I mean, I would hope that BTG starts running up, right? I would hope. I would just want shares at that point. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting at. That's kind of where I am on this one. I would just rather have shares if the stock starts moving up and I just collect premium. But if the stock runs down a lot, which it looks like it could, it's a very low price stock, that would be pretty freaky to get stuck into puts that are at like $3 that... Ooh, that could be bad, actually. You know, BTG's scary for me. Definitely want it shorter term for me. And he said, yeah, but I'll buy it back as soon as the stock reverses. Yeah, I get you, but it would suck if it went down 50% and then you got in. Like, see, like, I would rather, Tangy, just buy shares here, put a stop loss under at like 270. Right? That's what I would do. I would just buy shares, throw a stop loss under 270, and just call it a day. And if you really wanted to, maybe even sell some cash secured or covered calls on it. Not cash secured calls, covered calls, but it's still a good thing you're doing, Tangy. I'm just nitpicking. You're still doing great. It's still a good setup. Is Spy gonna do something or just straddle the support? He'll probably just straddle support. I said at the beginning of the stream I thought it would be pretty choppy today, and you know, what has it been so far? Just a straight up chop fest. I would say the move down was good, but it was pretty choppy before the move. You're right though. How much chop is going on here? Like, what the? Gotta take a screenshot of this. Gotta look up some chop. Woof. Look at this. My Google even knows. It already comes up. Wolf of Wall Street chop. Because I look it up so much. The chop is real. It's honestly been chopping for almost 30 minutes straight down here, though, for real. 30 minutes straight, almost. How far do we think Apple runs down today, somebody asked. You know what? Apple looks rough. Guys, Apple's breaking really low. Spy's about to break lows, I have a feeling, too, if Apple's doing that. Where are we going after here? It's been a long time on Apple, hasn't it?
We're about to hand the camera off.
I don't know. It hasn't been here in so long is the problem. It's been a long time.
And the beating of the drum. The pop in the snare. The bottom of the bass. This is next level style.
Yeah, these sell-offs can get pretty wild on Apple. Apple just has so many spots where it's been is the problem. Man, that 1 minute's brutal, guys. Holy shit. My God, Apple. I gotta screenshot this one. What did I just do? It's a pretty bad chart of Apple right there. I had to post it up in the chat so people could see it because I was like, oh no, this is terrible. Yeah, Carlo, I'm watching 168 and then I'm watching 167 to 167.30 after that. Yeah, I like these songs. They're fantastic, Purdy. I'm glad you were here to tell me what this one was today. Really appreciate you. He was born without wisdom teeth, though? Come on, that's not fair. I wish I was born without wisdom teeth. Levels on Apple for support. We already went over that. Blue Horseshoe is at the desk. Oh, the humanity. What is that? What is the Blue Horseshoe? What does that mean? I heard you say that yesterday. I'm so confused. Thoughts on Walmart? Blurred out Scorpion. I like the name. Blurred out Scorpion, I guess. Thoughts on Walmart holding 1117, 165 calls. What? You've been holding the calls that expire this week for multiple days? Oh, man. They've been doing all right, but not that good. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it here. Let's see it on the daily. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I have a feeling that on the daily chart that there might be some lower highs going on soon. It could go up for a couple days and then I think start to tumble back over. It's tough though. Walmart is a stock, it's a safe haven usually. So people run into it when the overall market drops. Since they expire, well, okay, you have 1117. Okay, good. They expire a little further out. That's good. I think that it's an okay play since you have that time to it. Just be very, very careful here at this support. I would say, like, if it gets back under 162, I would cut it. You know, I think if it falls back under 162, that play is going to be about done. So hopefully it holds 162 and holds this trend and keeps going for you. Pretty solid. As long as you have your stop losses and risk management good, should be a good one. Will BA go up by now? You know what? It might. It's about to break high of day. It's been recovering up very nicely today, so good stuff with you, Boeing. I'm glad to see it coming up, but I don't know. It had that earnings move up and then fell back off. It's been a pretty weird stock this week with earnings mixed in, right? It's been a little bit weirder than just watching like Tesla. Tessie, talk about an intraday recovery, though. Holy crap. Great move back to 1150. Go, Tesla, go. Is it going to run up to 214 again? It'll make somebody happy out there if it does.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Ooh, Clint Eastwood wants it to get up there. I'm surprised Clint Eastwood even likes Tesla. There's no way he would like Tesla. Look at his car. He don't like Tesla. He just wants to make money. That's all. Look at Clint Eastwood's car, guys. Got the old Gran Torino. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood. Seriously, one of the best movies I have ever watched. Gran Torino. I would say it's even better than like The Wolf of Wall Street. But The Wolf of Wall Street just has such a meaningful impact to me. So I like it better, but you know, as far as being a good movie, I think it's hard to beat.
You know what it is. I take my people to the promised land. Lead the way, grabbing Bill with his grandmama's hand. Got this plan from the ancestors.
There we go, though. Tesla, nice run. How are these firearm stocks doing? Like RGR, SWBI, Smith & Wesson, Ruger. I'm hoping they're doing okay. Smith & Wesson, or Ruger, I mean, chopping down here, not bad. I mean, moving well off support. Okay. SWBI has been coming back pretty well. So, hey, pretty good movement here by these gun stocks, you could say. Not bad. Bad at all. I've actually been looking at, I don't know what it is, every single year that we get into the fall time, I immediately start wanting to pick up a new firearm. Every single time. Every single year. I don't know what it is. It's like I have something wrong with me and I just can't stop. You know, like when it comes to firearms. Look at the one I'm trying to get right now. It's pretty cool. Got the CMMG Descent. It's a pistol. It shoots 5.7. You can get them in 5.56 or anything really, but little pistol. I'm going to do an SBR on it. Short-barreled rifle, you know, get the tax stamp and get it registered and all that stuff. But pretty cool one. CMMG Descent. Just figured I'd mention it while we're talking about the gun stocks, but... All right, Boeing, what are we doing? 1 minute chart. Starting to come back down now. Hit that high of day exactly and rejected. Shit, Boeing. Why'd you have to do that? Hey, good stuff, Kevin. Appreciate you. Sold the positions. Nice. Okay. Hopefully you had some nice dubs going on, Kevin. If you did, post them up in the Discord. You might just get member of the day. Heard he said I cracked a tooth in the back of my mouth. Turns out it was a baby tooth. Oh. That's weird. Yeah, Carlo, that's the problem. Mine didn't grow in normal. They grew in like off to the side and not in all the way. It sucks. Ha, I feel you there, Sloshy. The gun community does get pretty awesome around this time of the year, doesn't it? Been holding Walmart since SM Bot called it out Monday. Sold at 10.27 that same day. Got the 11.17 calls that day. Nice. Up about 48%. Nice, nice, nice. That's pretty good. Just realize, you probably know this, but you know, the SM Bot plays aren't meant to be held through one day. It's just meant for momentum that day. But hey, good play on Walmart. Will Meta follow the uptrend? I mean, it looks like it is right now. Definitely came back up above 284, 285 again. Pretty good, but it's running right into resistance if we plot it here. Literally right on resistance as we speak, so. It could just watch this intraday resistance. If it starts breaking here pretty well, then yeah, I love it up. I think it would have a good chance. Baba, guys. Baba, go check out Bot Plays in the Discord. Go check it out if you're in the premium. Go hit it up. Palantir getting a nice move back. Citigroup. I still like how the banks have been moving today. Pretty good movement by the banks. It's not like they're the best, but it's good movement overall. Let's look at the watch list again, too. Let's even bring up the 4-chart setup today. Watches Blink, Rocket Lab, AI, Enphase. Okay. Nothing overly nuts. NVIDIA, top left chart. Apple, bottom left. QQQ, bottom right. And then SPY, top right. These are all 1 minute charts here. Got that IV going on these charts even. These are pretty good songs. Is there any other events today? Oh, let's go check. Not that I saw that were overly important, but it's never bad to look. All right, nothing crazy on that. Economic calendar. Pending home sales came out today.
Who woke up in the same bed this morning.
For today, I don't see anything for today that should make anything go too crazy. Maybe the 30-year mortgage rate. Look at that, 7.6%. That is sickening. Ugh, gross. All right. Tomorrow, though, personal income and PCE data. This is going to be very important tomorrow. It's pretty funny. We have Amazon reporting tonight. That's going to give us a good idea how people are spending. And then also, we literally get personal spending numbers. So be ready. You'll hear a lot tomorrow about how the consumer is doing. I think that data for tomorrow will actually be pretty important. Yeah, classified. I heard it was almost, I think it was like 8% for like a couple days. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was even touching like 8. Crazy. This sounds like a song by the Big Papa. Biggie Smalls or something. I like it. The guy sounds almost like Biggie. Too late to get into AMD puts, Melanie asked. Yeah, probably so. AMD is one of those stocks that's turning over very hard right now. But it's bouncing off support at the same time from this morning. And it looks like that double bottom might hold here. Obviously, they'll watch it. Like, if that support breaks, catch an entry. Like, I'll give you one tip here. Rather than just running into puts now, like, the way that I would trade this right here is I would set it up in a way to where I have an alert, let's say at like 93.55. Or just above it, 93.58. Well, it didn't put it. All right, so like we got an alert there. If AMD gets down to that alert, I'll get my puts all set up. I'll get ready to fire. And as that low of day breaks, like right at like 93.40, that's whenever you need to enter. But you'd have to enter like very, very quick and very precisely. Like you gotta get in on that break. Or if it breaks the low of day and you don't get an entry, you can watch it, and maybe if it tests that as a resistance, then get in it as an entry. And you're gonna want to get in right here. You're not gonna want to wait until it gets to here and then come say, Tom, should I buy? Like, no, you should be buying here. You know, you do not want to buy when it gets to here. This is where you want to sell after you buy here. Okay, that's kind of what I would be looking at a little bit more if I'm looking at like a quick scalp on a support break like that. And I know, Melanie, you didn't mean to ask all of that, but just to help people out a little bit. Guys, I bet the winter storm will depress the market. It might. I hate the winter. I sit inside and do nothing but play video games and just act like a loser. Listen to this guy right here. Now he's not doing it. Here he is. It's pretty good. All right, got to get back to that SPY and the QQQ. Let's go to that 4-chart setup again. We get the best of all worlds here going. Man, Apple is still making new lows of the day. Still, right now. AAPL, seriously. Wow, Apple. At some point here, Apple's got to get a pop back up, but it's starting to break that pre-market low, so watch for it to start popping back soon. That's pretty big. Oh no. Sean's scraping his windows as we speak. Dang, Sean. The first snow of the year. Wow. That's crazy to say, because it's still pretty hot here. Hey, if you're joining up this morning and you are brand new to the live stream, smash that like button. We got up to 30 likes yesterday, and make sure you come here for tomorrow's live stream. We're going to have some fun. Of course, we'll be looking at the markets, but, you know, maybe have a little bit of fun going on as well. Try a couple things. He said he fixed it to go to Donkey Show. Oh, the humanity. Who's Blue Horseshoe? Huh. I'm still confused. Hey, thanks, SM. Yeah, if you guys are new here, get that subscribe. This is a separate channel from our normal nightly channel, so any subscriptions do help us out quite a bit. Of course, the likes do as well. Wow. Hey, nice, Patel. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Oh, wow. I had some drop frames on the stream today. Huh. Pretty cool. QQQ's just getting so demolished, but it's starting to bounce up off the double bottom, guys. Watch this double bottom on QQQ. If it breaks, you could get an entry down below there, but we got to watch it very closely for a possible recovery here with how low these stocks are becoming. There could be a possible recovery coming, like Apple's even bouncing. SPY's starting to bounce. We're seeing a lot of stocks recover up off those lows of days. With how the market keeps zigzagging, I wouldn't be surprised if the market went back. And Tesla's about to re-break 211.50 even. Wow. Check Mullen, M-U-L-N, for sure. Mullen Automotive. Why did they pop so much? Well, you could say this is just shorts covering or something with Mullen. I mean, it's a good move, but a 30-cent stock, no wonder it has moves like this, I could go to any 30-cent stock. Hey, the outlaw Josie Wales. The outlaw of Josie Wales. T-Deck says. Are you guys delayed a lot? Man, I talked about that a long time ago. But yeah, Josie Wales is a great, great movie, T-Deck. If you guys have not seen The Outlaw of Josie Wales, highly, highly recommended. It has Clint Eastwood, of course. Nice Western. It's a good one. Boeing, perfect double top. Perfect double top. I was really hoping for a break there, but we'll have to wait. I'm going to have to make an alert there so I don't miss it, actually. Yep, create the alert. There we go. Sometimes my alerts scare the shit out of me, guys. You guys might get a kick out of this, but sometimes I might be like in the kitchen or something, or like in the other room, and then this alert hits, and it just freaks me out. I'm like, no. Like, I'll be like in the other room, and this thing will just be like making the alert sound, and it just makes me jump so high, it'll be just dead quiet throughout my house, and just bam. I remember on Ninja Trader, I actually used to change the sounds. So like I would upload my own sounds so that whenever the stock or the alert would hit, or like a sell order would fill, it would like give me like money bags. It would be like cha-ching, like a cash register or something. That was pretty cool when I did that. I wonder if you can do that on Thinkorswim now. I can't remember. Boeing puts. I have calls and lost a lot. I wouldn't go for puts yet. I don't think puts are the way here on Boeing today. It has a nice double bottom going on. I don't think I would enter into puts. Maybe if you see this 178.20 break, maybe if this breaks, then you could get into a quick scalp to the downside with them. Maybe look to exit somewhere like around here. I would do that, but I wouldn't necessarily get into anything too bearish. Like I would, unless it breaks the low of day, then, or the low of pre-market, then it might be pretty good. But until it breaks this recent low, I don't really like it down too much. And again, I think today's just going to be choppy. Like the SPY, I think, is just going to chop all around today. You know, I said it at the beginning of the stream, and I'm sticking by it. I think the SPY is just going to go do some bullshit like this today. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for any crazy recovery or anything. Maybe crazy recoveries out of individual stocks like Tesla. You know, now this one, this is better to the upside here to me than Boeing. You know, like if you're looking at Tesla, maybe that's a different story. That one's starting to get some good movement. Let's see what else is moving up. Solar Edge, SEDG. Wow, that one's having a nice run. Bank of America is still moving. JP Morgan, Citigroup. Nice, the banks kept it up a little bit. All right, guys, who's trading the premium play on Baba, guys? Baba's looking fantastic. Come on, guys. Go hype this up in the SM chat if you guys are trading Baba right now. Let's go. Come on, go get in there. Hype this shit up. Baba just had a great move. Called out by the hybrid bot. Winning again. This is sick today. That was a good move, guys. Right up to $83. What a good scalp there. Right up to 83, right into recent resistance. I like this one. Beautiful. Beautiful, Baba. SPY broke too. Oh, wow. It did. It broke 415.80. There's a lot of resistance here, though. Good move, guys. Don't hold it too long. Exactly. That's how I'm feeling, Sloshy. Or at least scale out a majority, you know? Scale out the majority.
Yo, big ups to Ayatollah and Horace Andy. This next one's an idea that I started, haven't quite developed yet.
Man, SPY, what a recovery move. Love to see it. Bob is starting to consolidate a little bit, which is going to happen. It did hit 83 after all. Ran right into resistance, so not bad. Good shit, guys. That was a good move for Air. All right, gotta love that. Let's go look at Square now. Square might actually run up and break its high of day. Keep SQ on watch. It fell off hard the past few days, but today's recovery is looking pretty good. How about the casino stocks? Win, MGM, etc. Oh, still not doing good. Win. Daily chart, let's see. Ah, not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. I do want to go back to Square, though. That setup was looking fire. Look at Square here. been a good day today, guys. Been having a lot of fun today in this market. It was a little choppy at first, but hey, getting that recovery going. This is awesome. Yeah, close eye on Square. We got, you know, I need to go put an alert on it. I got to. Put an alert. Let's look at some resistances. So if you guys do look to play Square, like what would be an area we'd look to exit out at maybe? Oh, wow. This area is tough. Even $43 even is pretty big resistance. Damn, that sucks. So if it breaks, you might get a very quick scalp up into that resistance. Hopefully it could get higher than that, but I don't know. That is a stiff resistance there. Stiff. It's gonna be a tough one. How about Disney today? All right, Disney. Thank God. Thank God, Disney. Disney bouncing at 80. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to show you something on Disney here. And this is a bit of a stretch, okay? Disney is sitting right on support, okay? $80 even. Pretty big area. If this ends up being a nice inverse head and shoulders, you're going to love this play on Disney. This thing could get all the way back up to $90 or so, I think, with a nice move up here. So keep your eyes on DIS as it starts to move off this major support. This support is huge, going all the way back to 2014. I feel like I talk about this support almost every day. Even the COVID low, it's literally right where it bounced. Now, does that mean it's going to hold? It doesn't mean it's going to 100% hold. But I think there's a great opportunity here that we're seeing with Disney, and I'm loving this overall price action with it, looking pretty hot. Yep, January 19th, 2023. Go over to that SPY. 5-minute chart looking good, getting back up into resistance. I'm curious if we can get through this resistance or not now. Oh gosh, this sucks. Hang on. Being tough to me here. My Discord is. Go look at that Disney again. Disney's great. I think even just getting shares down here. Fun idea. Go look at Boeing running up again. About to hit the high of day, guys. It's so close. So close. 417 incoming. Wow, really, SM? I didn't realize that. Yeah, hey, glad to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hell yeah, let's go. That's awesome. That is sick. I think Meta can move to 299. Let's see. Meta to 299. I would say more to 298 than 299. I don't think it's going to get to 300 today, if that's what you're asking. It could, I guess, if the market really goes, but I would expect it to get a little choppy. That would be pretty tough. I would say 298 is the high of day for me today. I don't think it could get higher than that. If it does, we're going to have some type of crazy recovery coming in. Something nuts going on. Nice. Square's crossing, guys. SQ is crossing. Wow, that's big. That is huge. I just gotta head out here real quick. Just for a second. All right, Square, what are you doing? All right, there we go. Let's see if it can get above 43, though. 43 is that spot that I thought it might slow down at. So if you are looking at Square on that breakout that we were talking about, it's looking fire, but I think $43 might come into play pretty hard.
Why out there having your fun, baby? Don't forget about number one, yeah. But honey, it's a story,
Darkness Before Dawn just had an anniversary.
and I think I'm losing the fight.
Got my years mixed up for a second. All right, got to get back to Square. All right, good breakout here, Square. Glad to see you running. Hell yeah, don't forget to like it, guys. We're almost at 30 likes again. That's fantastic. We actually almost hit 40 yesterday, which was wild, so... I'm still trying to think about some fun stuff to do tomorrow. You know, I've done a lot of things in the past. I've played chess against members. I am thinking about maybe trying to get like a poker game going. You know, there's a few ideas out there. I'll come up with a few things here. I'm shooting for $44 on SQ and decide from there if I want to let it go. Boeing now crossing resistance. Oh, shit. Look at Boeing breaking double top.
Why out there having your fun, baby? Don't forget about number one, yeah. Honey, it's a struggle, yeah. And I think I'm losing the fight.
Look at this. Go with Boeing. Great break of that double top. Perfect break. Let's go. Yeah, please bring Boeing up. Let's go, SM. It's going. Let's go. A good breakout here. 180. Running up to 180. Man, looking good.
My Fisher Price bacon.
Ain't nothing you can do now, girl.
What up, Mike?
We can get down to the very basis of life. We can get down to the very basis of life. The very basis of life. Light at the break of dawn.
If we hit 40, you have to play Powell song even though it's not Powell Day. Okay, I'll definitely do that today. Hey, if we somehow get to 40 likes, we will play the hero song from Big Daddy Powell. All right, YouTube doesn't like it, but I'll still do it. I'll still do it. That'd be pretty fire. But yeah, let's play some poker tomorrow. I just gotta find a way to do it. I mean, like, guys, like, I'm talking, like, we might even do it where, like, you know, you guys could PayPal me, like, you know, $10 or something, and then we could, like, all play a game, and whoever wins, like, you know, a couple $100 or something. That'd be pretty sick. That would be sick. Shoot for $44 on Square and decide from there if I want to let it go. $44. That would be pretty hard today. 44 would be great today, but I think that's pretty unrealistic today, Patel, but it's a good, I like your enthusiasm on it, though. Hopefully you don't mean today. It could be, but could be. That's pretty funny in Discord with Hunter.
Yo, it's been raining here for Georgia for like 10 days straight. It's the first sunny day we've had for about 10
Oh, this is
days.
good, but... All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and close out the live stream here.
What's up, Gucci?
That SPY's starting to trend back down. Look at how choppy this is getting today. What did I say, guys? It's going to be choppy all day, right? What's it been? Choppy all day. No, I'm just kidding, but it kind of did. It kind of has been, but... Let's go, guys. Hey, make sure you're here tomorrow. You know, we're going to have some fun on the live stream. Like I said, we might even get some poker going for some money, etc. So let's go, guys. Let's have some fun. Of course, we'll be going over stocks the whole time as well. But we might have some poker like on half the screen or something like that. So I can set up a private game on Global Poker. 9 seats available. Global Poker. But do we all have to like make accounts on that or something? That's a problem. Let's see. Global Poker. We'll look at it real quick, Purdy. Global Poker. This looks like Poker Stars. Oh, so you gotta make an account. I see. Global Poker. I play Poker Stars a lot. I've never done Global Poker, but I'll have to download this one maybe. Or look into it. It looks just like Poker Stars. I don't get that. Looks the exact same. Maybe there's no more Poker Stars is what happened. Let's see. No, there's still Poker Stars. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it, but... 9 seats available. Maybe that'll be what we do, Purdy. I would definitely be down for that. Of course, you guys would have to Venmo or PayPal or something me, you know, the money. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Especially if you play poker. I'm sure we could fill 9 seats, right? But let's go, guys. hey, have a good one out there, okay? Seriously, walk away with some profits today. If you're profitable, maybe even stop trading. It's a really, really choppy day. It might be good to just walk away with some gains, you know? Good shit today for anyone who played Baba. Fantastic dubs there. Shout out to the premium members of the Discord. If you're not in the premium portion of the Discord yet, make sure you check out the link that I am sending in the chat right now, okay? It's very important. It'll give you access to all the premium channels, and make sure you get locked in before prices go up. Once prices rise when the new bot comes out, they will not go back down. So make sure you get in now. Use code 2023 for the first month is only $99 at that point. So that's a steal. $99 for 1 month. You can ask us unlimited questions in the chat. I mean, even just for the education alone, it's probably worth it. If you take advantage of the education, you know, make sure you're asking questions and trying to learn some strategies and etc. So nice. Purdy plays his big money tournaments there. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that going tomorrow, Purdy. We'll get that going. I might PM you tonight or something on Discord, so make sure you check it out. 50 votes in today's poll. 50 votes. This might be the most votes we've had in a while. Will there be a major sell-off coming in the next 3 months? 43% said yes. 43% of people said yes. 18% said stocks move up. 10% said consolidation. Wow, that is a big number. All right, guys. Well, hey, it was fun here with you today. Appreciate you as always. Make sure you come back tomorrow. I go live every day the market is open. I know you guys know that already, most of you, but if you're new, every morning at market open, I post links up in our Discord as well. So I appreciate you guys. Let's do one last spy check. Coming down, QQQ. Also coming down, Tessie. Down, Nvidia. Starting to bounce at support, maybe. Doesn't look too bad. So let's go. Have a good one.
Look how thick she is, she and him poking out her pants.